Get the money. Get the money. Get the money. Get the money.
They want to show people how successful they are, and they put their self-esteem into what they have or what they've been able to accumulate.
For at least 30 minutes, I was a millionaire.
So you've got to have a car, you've got to have clothes, and you've got to have a big house in order to show people your success.
My name is Floyd. My name is Floyd. My name is Money Mayweather.
Sure, other people were broke, but that's not going to be me because I'm the best.
This ain't for all you video rappers that go real. This is real.
They all want to be like, yo, I'm that dude. Look at me. Look at my chain. Who doesn't want to be the it guy in the club? Or anywhere.
I'm not trying to say money's everything, but
The way that you show success is by having a BMW and having a large house.
We gotta have this and we gotta buy this.
This is what is hot, and this is what you need to be.
You were wrong about me when I was a kid that I wasn't going to amount to everything because, see, look what I have now.
Some professions, like being an entertainer, being an athlete, you're almost expected to show your wealth.
They think that it's going to last forever and they'll always make that type of money.
Presenting the 2013 Boss Awards, where we recap the most viciously hilarious content of the year. When the checks stop coming in, Best Broke Celeb.
Janae Bolden, senior editor, Gossip.com. When the checks stopped coming in was started because celebrities go broke all the time. It happens every day.
Broke and possibly headed for jail. That's what Dennis Rodman's life has become.
Comedian Chris Tucker reportedly owed the government $12 million.
Former NBA star Eric Williams has joined the breadline of professional athletes gone broke.
Lionel Richie owes $1.1 million. Warren Sapp filed for bankruptcy. He owed $942,000.
Now, black celebrities are not the only ones going broke. Plenty of white celebrities have also.
Gary Busey had less than $50,000 in assets to his name, even though he appeared in, get this, over 70 films.
Tori Spelling and Dean McDermott are flat broke, despite the fact that her dad, Aaron Spelling, was richer than God. Ozzy Osbourne and his wife Sharon owed $1.7 million in
The
taxes.
tragedy with blowing money as a celebrity versus a regular Joe Blow is that usually celebrities, like athletes and entertainers, they aren't able to make that kind of money for 10, 15, 20, 30 years.
The rest of your life, you may never earn more than $50,000 or $60,000 in a year. And you may not be able to live in $1 million house anymore. You may not be able to eat steak and lobster every night. But you had it when you were 18 or 19, so you tasted it and you never get to have it again. That's a hard position.
If you watch TV at all, if you consume any sort of media, it's all about buying things to make you look nice. If you buy these expensive things, it's going to make you feel better about yourself.
This is the lifestyle of the rich and famous. Television unchallenged authority on wealth, prestige, and a good life.
We really know that that's not the case, but that's how we've been brought up from very young age. We're in this consumer mentality, especially in the United States.
The number one reason people hate America, the number one reason is because of our religion. Americans worship money. Hip-hop draws a lot from what you eat to what you drink. Ciroc, Grey Goose, Ace of Spades, Douce. You say the name, it's bought.
African Americans spend a lot more, I would say, because we feel like it represents us.
It's all about buying things to make you look nice. If you buy these expensive things, it's going to make you feel better about yourself.
Having someone else's name on our back for millions of us validates us.
There's so much disparity between what they once had and what they can now have now. It's just a rush to get those things that make you happy instantaneously.
When you take a group of people that have been shut out, that have been kept down economically for hundreds of years, sometimes it will tend to feed their appetite to overindulge. Because if you've never had something, sometimes your desire to have it is stronger than other people who are accustomed to it.
Look at that. This is right here. This is my mama house right here. My mama house this right here. This is my auntie house right here. This right here is my house right here. Take a picture of my face. Look, this is my face. That's the fact.
I want to let you niggas know this $100 bill. I don't give a fuck about this shit at the end of the day. I know y'all niggas thinking like, that's 100. Check this out, nigga. We don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
8 kilos all together. Yeah, that nigga. Bet you can't find a nigga who did it like this, bitch. I bet you can't find a nigga did it this big, nigga.
Motherfuckers think that they snuck. They had to sneak in my pocket. They had to sneak in my pocket. They had to sneak in my pocket. They had to. That's the fuck I do.
Double or nothing. Get your $500,000, nigga. Are you $250?
Damn!
I'm the only nigga that y'all niggas know, cause y'all know me, that you can win $1 million with in less than 3 minutes. Congratulations, my brother. It ain't.
This is my matches at night. I be swimming in the pool of hundreds, nigga. Check it out. We swimming in the pool of hundreds, nigga. This shit is there. I got my Jacob on. We paid 20 G's for it. I got the Jacob on. Got the necklace on. The boots and bad ass nigga. You know, I be swimming in the pool of hundreds.
As we all know, Congress recently approved paying over $1 trillion to African Americans as reparations for slavery. Well, today, the first checks were sent out.
Get the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
It's incredible, Chuck. These people just seem to be breaking their necks to get this money right back to us. Folks, I am happy to report that the recession is now officially over, and we have nobody to thank but all these black people with their taste for expensive clothes, fancy cars, and, of course, gaudy jewelry.
I think no one has probably said it better than Kanye West. He asked him about his Maybach. He said he probably had the same, except my tenant and his probably rented. He said, you know, white people, they get money, don't spend it. He says he'd rather buy 80 gold chains and go ignorant. And it's just a great example of exactly what is wrong with our culture. We have a culture that worships luxury, worships excess. You buy something brand new and it might have cost you $100,000 or more. You might have got it customized and you drive it off the lot and its value just immediately depreciates. Rappers, pay attention. Mark Zuckerberg is worth $15 million and he drives an Acura. Some of y'all may know Salma Hayek's husband, Henry Francois Pinault. His family owns the LVMH, which is Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy, Gucci. He can afford to drive whatever he wants. He's, balling out of control. $15 billion. He drives a Lexus SUV. This is really just a great example of how people who have a tremendous amount of wealth are able to hold on to their wealth.
Because of where African Americans came from with the civil rights movement and certain things, slavery, things that we've been through before, because we were put down so much, I feel like nowadays that we're trying to escalate from that.
Black people were part of the poor. So now when we get a little bit of money, we have to go out and buy the best thing to upstage to them.
We're trying to beat the stereotype, but at the same way, we're not doing it in the right way.
Slave prominent institution in America. It helped build America. It was not only morally wrong, it was economically wrong. Well, what is that slave mentality? Well, working for somebody else, not being able to dream, or thinking that another culture's ice is colder than our ice.
I think slavery, unfortunately, still does affect a lot of African Americans when they're coming up and they're trying to find their own path to success.
Our history in slavery is probably one of the biggest reasons why we spend the type of money that we spend.
It's a mentality thing when it's with this whole slavery thing. It's a mentality thing where you think you always gotta have this and you always gotta have that.
It's been kept from us so much for so long.
Slavery certainly had a gigantic effect and puts the starting point a lot lower for the hill they have to climb.
Well, I definitely feel like there are deep psychological reasons why African Americans tend to be more of spenders than
that have started to earn lots of money. So the bottom line is slavery cannot and should not be used as an excuse.
People still talking about stuff that happened 400 years ago. When are you gonna change that? I know I don't live by that. I know that for a fact.
We can't ignore history because history always, impacts how it is now. But I'm saying whatever the history is, we need to wake up to it. And to ignore money, with the biggest elephant in the room, we do so at our own peril.
It is still affecting some of the thinking and some of the things that we do today. But I don't believe it is strong enough to keep anybody from being a financial success.